Imagine this. The world's financial system, $100 trillion moving across borders every year. But it's slow, expensive, and vulnerable. One wrong move and billions can vanish overnight. Now picture a system where money moves instantly with XRP, and at the very same time, security is locked down by HBAR. That's not just theory. That's the future unfolding in front of us. And if you're watching this video, you're already ahead of 99% of investors. But here's the kicker. If you don't understand how XRP and HBAR fit together, you'll miss out on one of the biggest opportunities of our lifetime. Let's start with the hard truth. Our financial system is broken. Payments take days. Fees eat up billions. Hacks and frauds cost even more. And here's where fear should set in. Every year, trillions in global money transfers are exposed to risk. Central banks know it. Corporations know it. And yes, regulators know it. This is where XRP storms in. It doesn't just transfer money, it moves money, babe. Fast, cheap, unstoppable, but moving money without securing it? That's like leaving the vault open. And that's where HBAR comes in, locking it all down with unmatched speed, governance, and security. Think of XRP as the Ferrari on the highway, and HBAR as the armored guard riding shotgun. But here's the twist most investors never see. XRP and HBAR aren't competing. They're completing each other. And when you realize how their roles intersect, one moving money, the other securing it, you'll understand why some of the biggest names in finance are quietly preparing for this duo to take over. And trust me, the names will shock you. So, XRP moves the money. But what does that actually mean? XRP isn't just a digital coin, it's the engine of on-demand liquidity. Imagine a world where banks no longer hold billions in dormant accounts across the globe just to process international payments. XRP removes that friction. Instead of waiting days for your money to crawl through SWIFT, XRP settles value in seconds, not minutes, seconds. Let's be honest. When was the last time your bank did anything in seconds? Probably never. But here's the kicker. Moving money is just one piece of the puzzle. Because money doesn't just move, it needs to be secured. And this is where HBAR enters the stage, like a silent guardian. HBAR's role, the lock. HBAR is built on Hedera Hashgraph, a network so fast and energy efficient, it makes traditional blockchains look ancient. Its role? Security, transparency, and governance. While XRP clears the highways of finance, HBAR acts as the fortified vault, ensuring that data, contracts, and digital assets remain tamper-proof. Think of it this way. XRP is the FEDEX jet, delivering value across the world in seconds. HBAR is the bank-grade lockbox, ensuring what arrives stays safe, verifiable, and unbreakable. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Hedera isn't just secure, it's governed by giants. We're talking Google, IBM, Boeing, LG, Standard Bank, Deutsche Telekom. These are not speculative crypto startups. These are global corporations with reputations on the line. So while XRP builds the payment rails, HBAR ensures those rails aren't hacked, corrupted, or misused. Together, they're not just moving money, they're building trust in a trustless digital age. The power of synergy? Now pause for a moment and think, what happens when you take the fastest bridge for value transfer, XRP, and combine it with one of the most secure enterprise-backed networks, HBAR? You don't just get a cryptocurrency use case, you get the foundation of the next global financial architecture. And this is where fear meets opportunity. Because while banks and governments quietly prepare for this revolution, the average investor is still distracted by meme coins and short-term pumps. Here's the truth. If you're not paying attention to the XRP-HBAR synergy, you're not just missing an investment, you're missing the future of money itself. The hidden threats. But let's not get carried away without addressing the dangers. What if governments clamp down harder on crypto? What if regulators stall innovation the way the SEC tried with Ripple? What if other networks, Ethereum, Solana, or even central bank digital currencies try to outpace this duo? The fear is real, and it's valid. But here's why XRP and HBAR stand apart. They were designed to play with the system, not against it. XRP works with banks and institutions. HBAR is governed by corporations that regulators already trust. So while other projects might get crushed under government weight, XRP and HBAR are quietly positioning themselves to be the backbone of regulated institutional grade finance. You see the irony, right? Crypto was born to disrupt banks, yet the two tokens most likely to succeed are the ones banks are now embracing. Funny how the world works. So the real question isn't whether XRP and HBAR can move and secure money. The question is, what happens when they succeed, and what does that mean for you, the investor, standing at the edge of this financial transformation? That takes us into the final act. Imagine waking up 5 years from now. Cross-border payments no longer take 3 days. They're instant. Businesses no longer worry about fraud or tampering because every transaction is secured by Hedera's Hashgraph. And behind the curtain, XRP is moving trillions in liquidity, while HBAR ensures every single transaction is auditable and immutable. This isn't science fiction. It's the roadmap being built right now. The global shift, central banks are exploring CBDCs, digital versions of national currencies. Guess what they'll need? A bridge asset to connect them all, XRP, a secure governed network to protect and manage the flow, HBAR. Corporations are digitizing assets, stocks, real estate, intellectual property. Guess where those records can be stored, verified, and traded securely? Hedera. And when value moves between those assets, XRP, together they don't just form a partnership, they form the digital nervous system of the global economy. Why this matters to you now, let's make this personal. If you're holding XRP today, you're already betting on the future of money movement. But pair that with the security and enterprise adoption of HBAR, and suddenly you're not just holding tokens, you're holding keys to the new financial kingdom. The fear? Most people won't realize this until it's too late. They'll chase hype cycles, meme tokens, and short-term gains while the real value quietly builds behind XRP and HBAR. The excitement? You're still early. The urgency? Adoption is accelerating and windows of opportunity don't stay open forever. So here's the million-dollar question. When the financial system of tomorrow is finally revealed, will you be one of the few who saw it coming? Or will you be left asking yourself why you didn't act when XRP and HBAR were right in front of you? The clock is ticking. The rails are being built. The locks are being secured. The future is not waiting. And if you really want to understand why XRP is at the center of this transformation, you need to see the full story from the very beginning. Click here to watch my deep dive video, entire XRP story, from zero to global adoption. Because once you know the past, you will finally understand just how unstoppable the future really is.